freezing in here. Okay, so we're working on the CTS-V. We're getting the belt onto the car. If you followed the last video, that's what we're doing. So we're checking everything out in here. You know, we're checking all the pulleys, making sure everything looks good. JB's sitting here. He's looking down in there. He goes, dude, he goes, what's that sitting on that thing right there? You know, what's that on that cross member? That big thing looks a little rusty. So looking at it, grab it, and you can see the rust mark from it sitting there. You can see the circle. So that's been there for I don't know, quite some time. Hurry up, guess in the comments, what do you think this is? This is, I mean, it's a machine, it has weight to it, it's pretty heavy. What do you think that is?
I couldn't tell you.
Well, we now know what it is.
It's a spacer of some sort.
Okay, so this has an Innovators West lower. This would be your freaking retainer spacer washer for the main crank bolt that holds that onto the crank. And by the looks of that mark down there on that cross member, that rusty circle you can see right there. This has been sitting on there for quite some time. So we've been driving this. The whole length of ownership of us having this car, there's been no bolt holding that lower balancer onto the crank. So now we're to the point where, what do we do now? We need the bolt. We've been cruising around looking for the bolt, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it's right freaking there. There's a bolt laying down there in the skid plate.
Oh, hold on. Oh. Dude. How did that stay in there?
So this goes like this, and that holds that on. That could have been like catastrophic. Brand new LME motor, there has to be torque on that from, you know, you're spinning a supercharger, you're spinning all this. Well, there's good and there's bad scares. This is a bad scare. I mean, it's pretty close to the front engine cover. I don't know how much further back it can go, but when we're talking, you know, it needs to be perfect. So, I don't know, cleaned it all we could, and it's gonna go back in with some red Loctite. So we're gonna leave it where it is, and we're gonna torque this down and just run it, I guess. We got red Loctite. That is cold AC, brother. Wow, guys. Wow, the boost chiller is working. These lines, they're not ice cold, but they are cool. Wow. The boost chiller is working. AC belt still on. Guys, sitting here freaking idling. We got manifold air temps at 108. We would be skyrocketing right now, about 165, 170. 108. Car's been running for almost 10 minutes. 108 manifold air temp. 109. Unfreaking real. In the shop right now. You know what this is? Horsepower. Fluid wasn't that bad. I mean, it's dark, stinks, But we're changing it. Car has 36,000 on the transmission, so it's probably about normal metallic, you'd say. The coolant system on this freaking supercharger is acting out of control.
So here's the thing that I just don't get it. I don't get it. Today, put a little coolant in the supercharger system. It's pumping, it's flowing, it's working good. Manifold air temp of 117. Which is pretty good. I mean, we're talking intake air temp is 142 and our manifold air is 117. So that's usually like way flip-flopped. So the boost chiller is working. Yesterday, I don't know if we ran short on coolant or a big air bubble came out or we're leaking it somewhere or it's going into the engine and we're burning it. But I don't see any type of performance changes. I just put it in gear and manifold air temp went down to 113. Boost chiller is working. Wasn't working yesterday. On the way home from the shop, we were seeing 200 manifold air temps, 200 degrees. So that means we were out of coolant. Popped the cap today and it was, you know, where I just showed you, and then I put a little in and I was pumping. So, confusing. Very confusing. I just want to make a bunch of horsepower and go fast. You know what I'm saying? It's 100 degrees outside. 100. 100. Do a stripe for the 100. Alright, 100 degrees outside. We have an intake air temp of 136 and a manifold air of 117. It's working. It's working, boys. We got the boost chiller fully operational. The belt is still on. And we got cool air blowing into the motor. So I found out, no more talking.
Yeah, you sound like a robot. At the last, I know you're gonna cut some out, but you keep repeating your temperatures. No one gives a about your temperatures. They care about the car.
Woo!
I would say if you're local to the Waynesburg area.
If you're local to the southwestern Pennsylvania, what Waynesburg? They don't know what Waynesburg is. Southwestern Pennsylvania. Everyone knows. That's easy to figure out.
Then how about say if you're local to Waynesburg? If you don't know where that is, it's about an hour south of Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Go.
If you're local to Waynesburg, and if you don't know where that is, it's in southwestern Pennsylvania. There's a flashlight drags this weekend. We're going to be there. We'll be at the SPE booth. Come find us. You can check out the car if you want to see it. And maybe the AC belt will stay on and we'll keep our cool temps going because...
don't tell me about the temps again.
Because it works good when it's cold.
Right.